WNBA on ESPN. Courtney Vandersloot and Azurá Stevens lead a 4-1 Chicago Sky team against Diana Taurasi. Brittany Griner, Skylar Diggins-Smith, and
for games in order to be ready to go right now.
Taking a look at the starting lineups for the Sky. Kalia Copper, Allie Quigley, Courtney Vandersloot, Azurá Stevens, and Cheyenne Parker. For Phoenix, Taurasi, Skylar Diggins-Smith, the big-time addition of Sophie Cunningham in the starting lineup, Brianna Turner, and then Brittany Griner. Phoenix, 3 straight wins. Chicago, a 4-1 start. Griner, an early touch. The footwork, the spin, and the finish for Brittany Griner
tonight. Chicago is shorthanded at the 5 spot. No Jantel Lavender, no Stephanie Dolson. So they're going to challenge Cheyenne Parker to have to defend Brittany Griner or bring multiple defenders.
James Wade hoping to get Stephanie Dolson back soon. As Quigley gets that back, keeps the possession alive for Chicago, and a foul underneath. As Cheyenne Parker was right spot to begin this season for Chicago. Couldn't quite finish there. And here comes Taurasi. Diggins-Smith turns the corner and lays it home.
Man, that's a favorite. Allie Quigley just does not have the same speed factor defensively as Skylar has on offense.
Vandersloot tees up her wife. Quigley in the corner for
advantage there and having her with her.
Copper, the pull-up jumper is good. It rattles home. Circle back. Guarded by Diggins-Smith. Stevens kicks it out. The 3 is good for Cheyenne Parker. Games for Chicago.
And is shooting 50% from long range. She's able to pull Griner out of the paint and challenge her at the perimeter.
Taurasi draws the whistle.
She really credits meditation. She said she suffered, allows her to focus in more quickly on the details that she knows.
The game has slowed down for her. I mean, you could tell she used to play at such a frantic pace, and now she has slowed down. You can tell that the way she takes in the game.
She's just been so good, and because of the loss of pieces at the center spot when Vandersloot lays it in. What do you think about
She said, I just had a free 15 minutes to eat lunch. Like, they are, these games being stacked up. They don't have a lot of time anyway, but I heard that Sandy's room may be the daycare. She had not only
action. How about Jada's 3 the other day? Her and Layla both
stroking it.
With the camera watching, hitting from downtown. Sophie Cunningham could not.
Didn't get that to go, but the right pass by Brittany Griner out of the traffic.
Parker finds Stevens, her jumper, no. Taurasi, the rebound.
Play Chicago in transition on the go.
Quigley. We saw 4 turnovers already in the quarter for Phoenix as Parker gets that to drop.
I'll tell you this.
Chicago getting ready for a few substitutions at the table. Stevens slides in, gets denied by Turner. A good find from Quigley as Copper reverses it home. A 16-8 start for Chicago. Taurasi's jumper is good. Diana Taurasi. Vandersloot accelerates, couldn't finish. Diggins-Smith with it.
But your concern early is that Courtney Vandersloot's able to get a touch of the paint way too often. And she gets in there, she starts probing.
It'll be Dallas against Connecticut. For more on the does influence the sound.
So does that if you're playing well. Now, we know that if you get to 3 or 4 seed, you get a little bit more time to rest. But he's like, there's no home court advantage.
Taurasi hits the 3, plus the foul. Point play.
Well, Diana Taurasi was not aggressive enough early. Courtney Vandersloot's foot coming down. Yeah.
And putting them potentially in danger of being injured.
Yeah.
Without it just coming as a natural defensive movement on a closeout.
And if that takes to do more, Nia Coffey, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough was the player that Sandy Brondello mentioned to us. She started one game earlier in the season.
And there's a good way to make the analysts look smart.
She's really talented.
Well, and to your chin, she said, look, she had a great camp, and she is very capable. Foul called against Dick.
Now here with Colson. For it seems like forever after the light as a person, as a player. Great to have her back in the league.
James Wade thought maybe they pushed her a little too much in her return. As the three to Tori Walker-Kimbrough and Sophie Cunningham for Phoenix. Walker-Kimbrough in the corner, hits the three. How about that? A 9-point Phoenix lead. Diamond DeShields into the game for Chicago. Griner, the rejection and the toss aside.
Momentum. And right here, Griner with good body control. Even though she fell for the fake, she did not allow her body to touch the shooter, avoiding. Sometimes you need a little help.
Yeah, I mean, it's a late start time. I actually sat in your chair to begin the game, so I understand the travails. Quigley can't hit. Here comes Walker-Kimbrough. 6 points already off the bench for her. Nice find to Griner, bucket, and the foul.
And those are the kind of
Taurasi, your first year with the team. And then it's a matter of, okay, but, well, Hartley has already shown that. Sophie Cunningham has shown that blend with the starting five. And how about Walker-Kimbrough now?
Yeah, and even Elena Smith has had some better moments in recent games. Good defense from her right there on cue.
You've got the magic touch tonight, partner.
I mean, I'm just trying, Ryan. Trying, Ryan.
Diggins Smith comes it in. It is a 24-2 sprint from Phoenix in this first quarter. Chicago jumped out to an 8-point lead, and it has been all Mercury since, and they can now hold for one. Diggins Smith tried to squeeze the pass, and that'll do it for the first, but a 24-2 run to end the quarter. Well, what a finish to Quigley, had it blocked. Alana Smith again getting involved defensively.
Yeah, nice job of running out to contest.
And now the finish on the other end. Good delivery. A lot of blocks from Phoenix early in this game.
Yeah, that was a concern because Chicago does like to score in the paint. Could they do that over Griner, Brianna Turner, Kia Vaughn, which are all very good interior defenders? Nice take there by be aggressive.
Alana Smith has played really nice minutes so far in this game. As Vandersloot gets fouled, ABC, Zion and the Pelicans take on the Spurs.
What do you think about this whole Zion minutes situation?
Copper bodying in. Nice take from Kalia Copper.
Yeah.
Takes a breather is Diamond DeShields. You know, she's been banged up, dealing with some things physically, dealing with left knee inflammation right now. You can tell him 100%. But DeShields, who comes up with a steal and then gets hit hard by Taurasi, has been insistent. China was wind-up follow-through is what was being expressed to Diana Taurasi. You know, it wasn't Louis Tion fighting through physically right now just to give her team whatever she can. But she wants to be out there for her teammates.
I mean, when you can get a steal on Diana Taurasi, you're locked in on defensive end. You may not be the same offer
from the floor now. And that's something that Sandy Brondello talked to us about wanting more of, the aggressive shooting from Diggins Smith and Taurasi, something she didn't. Chicago responds, a three from Vandersloot, who now has 11. Griner the spin and the soft touch. Vandersloot stops, kicks. Parker the extra feed. Williams no. Diggins Smith hauls it in. Wide open three is good for Phoenix. Phoenix 6 of 9 from deep in this first half.
And I believe that maybe every player, with the exception of Kia Vaughn, that has come in the game off of the bench for Phoenix has scored.
DeShields on the bench with 3 fouls now. Vaughn's jumper is good. Nice little Tori Walker-Kimbrough, who had really strong minutes in that first quarter. Nice crossover from Copper. Nearly popped that in. Wherever she is around the floor, she's dancing.
She's giving you a shoulder. She's head nodding. She's tapping her foot, waiting for an interview.
Reiner gets fouled by Azurá Stevens.
From what I understand, even may have played.
Real potential. Scoring punch from Bria Hartley, who's been their leading scorer. Hartley not available in this game as she deals with an Achilles issue.
I like the matchup of Shatori Walker-Kimbrough on Kalia Copper. Copper was starting to get hot, but Walker-Kimbrough has the speed to keep up with her.
In the corner, just getting it off was Azurá Stevens.
Played defense for an entire possession.
First bucket of the game for Azurá Stevens as Diggins Smith pushes it in on the run. 14 points now on 5 of 6 shooting for Diggins Smith. Vandersloot a confident. Walker-Kimbrough. The jumper is good. Will it counter? Did the foul come? Is given 2 shots.
There's a reason sometimes when they blow them, they're not emitting any air droplets into the air, which is one of the ways that COVID-19 is spread. So a very conscientious health decision for the officials to cover their whistles, but at times it does make them difficult to hear.
Sure that our viewers have noticed this, both watching WNBA and NBA games, how much harder it is to hear whistles right now. And Holly explains to you what tactic you can within the confines of the action and the game still taking place with the same
Defense enough that Hebert.
2-for-1 opportunity if Phoenix goes quickly. Diggins Smith jumper, no. Rebound Azurá Stevens, about a 2.5-second difference game in shot clock. Oh, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough saw it, couldn't complete it, and now Copper finishes. It was a good idea, but Shatori Walker-Kimbrough just missed getting to it.
Almost had it. But almost doesn't count, Ryan.
No, it doesn't. Taurasi, the 3. Rims in for the all-time leading 3-point maker in WNBA history. Vandersloot got it off, and that'll do it for the first half. An entertaining one.
As we begin the second half, Ryan Rucco, LaChina Robinson, Holly Rowe with you. LaChina and I are in Bristol in our ESPN studios. Holly Rowe inside the Wubble in Bradenton, Florida.
But she was doing some jawing there. The officials are closer than we are to what may have been said.
Reiner steps through and lays it in. Hey, so far in this game. Now 2 of 5 from downtown. Here's to Shields. Nice find. Stevens couldn't finish, but what about
Lude is so good at ball distribution and probing. Also pull the bigs of the other team out to the perimeter because she has some size, though she does.
Turner, another one of those players.
Level of confidence. And last year, Diana Taurasi noted tell she's improved her skill set in the offseason and is more of a weapon on offense.
Vandersloot circling. Reiner hanging. The switch down underneath, and Parker took advantage. Nice job of Chicago to find.
A little earlier, but credit Chicago for keeping that deep seal.
7-point game. Here comes Vandersloot, the crossover. The slick drive and kick to Shields, the hit from by Hebert. Here's Vandersloot, already 6 assists in the game. Vandersloot's 3 is good. Courtney Vandersloot. Just my job to make sure she keeps feeling great. So tempting to keep her out there for more minutes. We're trying to keep everyone around 30 or under. Nice cut there, and DeShields lays it in and taken by Walker-Kimbrough. Here's Walker-Kimbrough. Her jumper is good. We'll see.
That offensive foul call.
They're playing Still Dre, my favorite beat of all time.
Hey.
Had to make mention of it.
Yeah.
Walker-Kimbrough, another How about Shatori Walker-Kimbrough?
If she starts to get it going and her confidence is high, she can put together an impressive stretch.
Smith's three is good. Alana Smith has it going on. 8 points now for Diana. 4 of 7 from deep. Quigley gives it up. Copper can't force it in. The putback is good.
That quick second jump. Copper did.
Taurasi, a foul off first half. About a 6-second difference, game and shot clock. That's a travel. 15th Chicago turnover.
And that's another thing that could also be very casual and not value the possession.
Shot clock turned off. Taurasi gets fouled by DeShields, and that's going to put Taurasi at
the most physical ball handler. It's up to the defender to make sure that the contact is not illegal.
That's going to be a charge against DeShields. 2 seconds remaining in this third. Walker-Kimbrough hurls it up and got rim off glass. That'll do it for the third. Chicago had cut it.
Yeah, Connecticut got a really solid night from Jasmine Thomas, and they will need her to continue to be a contributor, but also just an even better floor general than she was last season with all the moving in new parts.
Williams comes up with a loose ball. Difficult angle, but still able to fit back in with the 4 fouls. Walker-Kimbrough has been huge off the bench. 5 to shoot. Walker-Kimbrough gets the angle and lays it in. 13 points.
The nightcap.
Yes. Ryan Rucco, LaChina Robinson, Holly Rowe with you as the East Coast. Remember, all these games are being played on East Coast time as well, of course. Reiner got fouled, still able to finish. Phoenix, 13-point Mercury lead. Quigley's jumper, he's good. Taurasi, not that time. Reiner with the back tap. Walker-Kimbrough gets fouled.
It's the second game of the season versus, I mean, that can kind of mess with the player's confidence.
Not playing in this game, and wow, has she. 15 points for Walker-Kimbrough. Good D there from Brianna Turner, and then Diana Taurasi. Good hand, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough coming up with the steal and laying it in. 17.
She has been a huge difference maker for Phoenix. Without Bria Hartley, she's been aggressive.
Thus far to 28 Phoenix points. My goodness. Was that 4 of the last 5 possessions?
Yeah.
We've got an offensive foul. Vandersloot hits the 3, 21 points, 8 assists for Courtney Vandersloot. Vandersloot averaging over 8 assists right now, 4th straight season. The only other player to ever have one season averaging 8 assists, and she did it once.
Yeah, I mean, she is incredible when it comes to ball distribution. She has the ball on a yo-yo, and she just makes the whole offense work. What a stretch Courtney Vandersloot has had in her career. Number 3 overall pick, 2011 draft. And has just made a living with her basketball IQ, how she reads the pick and roll.
Could be a history. Hebert gives it up. Back to Vandersloot. Off the hand of Griner, the back of Taurasi, back to Stevens, 2 to shoot. Quigley has to, got it off, and it just scraped the rim.
Yeah, really nice defense by Phoenix once again.
Well, you talked about Diana Taurasi said they were defending like punks. No one wants to be a punk. After that second game, Sandy Brondello called out her team for their lack of defense. And
hey, you can take some risks, and we've also seen very good defense from Tori Walker-Kimbo. She's guarded Copper, she's guarded Williams. I think her punch defensively has been as strong as her offensive punch.
Nice find from Quigley. And Phoenix will take a timeout.
So to chat with us, and that was really special. Pretty busy. I mean, she is
Superstar.
yeah, she is sought after. So we're always thankful when she can join us as well from the West Coast.
So LaChina for the
tweet. It's almost like watching television link afterwards, but it's just a kind of fun pregame thing. Gets everybody.
just got his second technical. He's headed back to the locker room after getting ejected. And he is now back in the locker room for the final 80 seconds of this game after his second tee. Reiner's turnaround rolls off. Phoenix 96, Chicago 84.
Emotions were running high in this game for both teams throughout. You can just feel how the intensity, especially with the technical fouls that were called, the double technicals, just seemed to escalate from there.
You know what's interesting, and maybe Holly can give us some perspective on this, but it's got to be a little bit strange when everyone in the gym can hear word for word what's happening in one of those confrontations. I'd imagine that's a different flavor than what you're used to in professional basketball games.
Well, guys, it is.
Mercury, thank you, Holly, are going to let this wind. And Phoenix makes it 4 in a row. There's a 0.3 second differential between game and shot clock, so Chicago will have to inbound it. It's all cosmetic at this point, and that will do it. 4th straight win for the Phoenix Mercury as they hand the Sky just their second loss, 96-86.